We're just a regular family from Brisbane that decided to ditch the 9 to 5 and take off around the world.
We should do this every day.
But this is not a holiday.
It's a new format for living.
That's right, it's a new format for living.
We are starting off in Japan. This is where I grew up.
Hi, welcome to our new house. Wow, this is a beautiful garden. This is my favorite flower. This place has a lot of sliding doors. The view is amazing. We have no chairs. Instead of a chair, we have these. We sleep on this floor. It's so comfy.
So this is the house we found after spending a month on the road looking for somewhere that met all of our requirements.
We wanted a rural location that was visually stunning. Somewhere where we didn't need a car, but with access to a city and a small school with a good student-to-teacher ratio.
In Japan, there are a lot of small little towns that are losing all their residents to the bigger cities. And they're forced to do creative things in order to attract new people. So one of the things they do is offer free accommodation, sometimes even a free house, to those who are willing to come and commit to this new place.
During our time traveling around the country, we had 3 free nights accommodation that even included some meals and 3 guides. One was from the local council, another from an MPO, and the other was a local resident. They showed us around, took us to schools, and introduced us to local people. So we took 11 boats, 8 buses, 19 trains, 4 cars, and 2 taxis across Japan, and visited 9 primary schools and 7 kindies. It was quite an exhausting trip. We were constantly on the move, packing and unpacking, and we learned a lot about traveling with kids. To keep them occupied and happy, we packed them each 1 small toy, a notebook, pens and pencils, and a shared iPad to be used in moderation. We traveled with a mobile router to stay connected, and Junko and I shared 1 phone.
Remy, where are we?
In mountain.
In the mountains?
Yeah.
Do you like it up here?
Yeah.
After traveling to all these places in Japan, we finally decided on this tiny little island in the Seto Inland Sea that ticks all the boxes for us.
This beautiful island has a population of less than 200 people. It's tiny in size too, so you can walk everywhere. It's connected to the city by a ferry, and Juna is one of only a handful of students at the local school. There's also a lighthouse, a library, 2 shrines, some vending machines, a cemetery, nice beaches, wild boars, and some stray cats.
You've probably noticed that I've got a bit of an injury here on my head. That happened when I was taking some vision of myself in the reflection of a puddle, and I knocked my head on a roof and took a big chunk of skin off. I'm not going to show you all the bloody vision here. There was lots of blood, but it did require medical attention, and it was outside the hours that the doctor is here on the island, so I had to call the water ambulance to come over and treat me. They did that on the boat. They told me to see the doctor the next day. But anyway, it's a very good lesson, and I'm glad that I was insured.
Day-to-day life is really different here in Japan. For one thing, we're eating a lot more rice. We have baths instead of showers. We don't have to pack Juna lunches, her school provides them. And instead of putting out our wheelie bin, we take our rubbish down to a collection point.
So we'll be here for the next few months.
We feel settled and we feel welcomed.
The kids have made some friends. Junko and I have started working from home. The next step is for us to decide where to go next. We're still not sure, but it's increasingly looking like somewhere in Europe. So there's plenty to keep us busy. There's never a dull moment in this household.
Next up, we talk about managing money overseas. It's not always easy when you're traveling and getting paid in Australian dollars and using a different currency. So we'll go through some of the little tips and hacks that we use.
We're trying to use our credit card as much as possible so we can save frequent flyer miles. But Japan is largely a cash economy, and lots of shops don't accept cards.
So that means we need cash, but this also presents a challenge.
Thanks for watching. If you've missed an episode of the new format for living, not to worry. We've got a playlist with all of them here. And if you'd like to see some of the other great content on offer from ABC Australia, look up here in the corner. And don't forget, like and subscribe to the channel.